I think AJ's a gatekeeper right now.
I don't even know if he can keep the gates. Bro. You know what I'm saying?
Cameron is not a great fighter, bro.
Yeah.
And you paid more money not to go 12 rounds.
The start.
Yeah, but you whining and dining and grinding and dirty whining in the ring isn't. In the words of Sol Campbell, is it a colour thing? Is it a race thing? Where this light skinned man just being pushed? I'm like, bro, if I was a white man, I'd think, what's going on here, fam?
Yeah.
Like, what about me, kind of thing?
You said Arsenal fans are weirdly quiet and humble in their celebration. So what are you talking about? No. Exactly. So what are you talking about? This guy is trying to
land my point. I mean, anyhow you look, don't go through. I swear to God, don't answer your phone. Don't even click this. I think we win the European.
You don't believe that?
I believe it. I believe it.
I'm playing no goalkeeper.
I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. I believe. This is the thing between me and you. You don't believe in your team. Bro. How can your team be so sick and you still don't believe? That's how Arsenal fans are shit, fam.
Bro. What's going on, people? Welcome back. OnlyFacts Sports, episode 5. Slightly delayed recording time because Shane had to wait for his tea to get delivered to him.
It's not slightly late, bro. What's the truth is, I always tell Nick, set up before I reach.
Did you not say that you don't like things being dictated to you before we started recording?
Yeah.
So how are you dictating things to me?
No, but it's saving time.
Here's the thing you don't realise. If I tell you 4 o'clock, it's because I'm doing stuff up until 4. So when you say to me, cool, start setting up before I get there.
But I was late. So I was late. I was 20 minutes late.
I'm not going to do things to people that's late. When you start turning up on time, do you know what I'm saying?
Do it for yourself, my G.
That's cool. It's my apartment. I want to get the view in. I want to get the view in the back at some point.
Bro, how?
I don't know how. To figure it out, man.
Bro.
It's your job. Figure it out.
You know how to figure it out.
You figure it out.
You know how exactly we figure it out.
Figure it out, man.
You know how we figure it out?
How?
By you just having a bigger budget, bro. Start spending.
You're richer than me,
bro.
You're richer than me.
Saying that, I'm not. Boy, let's not talk about riches right now, because I got gal you might watch this and think,
That's what I was gonna say. This is the problem. You got too many gals. It's high maintenance.
I definitely do.
It's high maintenance.
Anyone who's watching this show, bro, I definitely do know.
What episode is this?
5.
Episode 5. OnlyFacts Sports. We're back. Where do we start, man?
Where do you want to start? Yeah, I'll let you decide this time.
We got Daniel Dubois and Usyk, or we got Tyson Fury?
Why are you want to cut this part out?
No, I'm asking you.
Let's start with Tyson Fury, because that's got to go up.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought we would start.
Why didn't you just do it then? I told you to decide.
Because it's a democracy.
You know what?
It's a democracy.
This is like you're with a girl, and the girl says, "Oh, what do you want, pizza or Nando's?" And I'm like, you can decide.
Could you do a favour?
What?
Don't ever compare me to a girl ever again.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Go on.
Don't do that.
Start the topic, man.
Tyson Fury's back, apparently.
We don't know, because he was just training.
Yeah.
Do you think this is smoke and fire, or do you think this is just...
I think you mean smoke and mirrors, but...
No, smoke without fire, smoke and fire.
Bro, Tyson Fury is a mentally ill crackhead, bro. I don't take anything he says seriously. That's how I feel.
No, but I'm just saying, why do you think he posted it? To evoke a response? What do you think?
Type of response, money. Obviously, we know his MO. He's going to pick fights to people when they're at their most vulnerable. And like we said last time, we've never seen AJ this vulnerable. So I think there's a...
But he retired straight after his last fight.
Yeah, because he lost.
So you think if he didn't lose, he would have retired?
No. Well, if he beat Usyk, and then he saw AJ broke up by Dubois, he might have wanted that AJ fight immediately.
I don't know where we are. Like, Frank Warren says he doesn't want him to come back, but Eddie Hearn says he's coming back. I genuinely think Fury's coming back. I just don't know when.
To fight who then?
AJ.
Yeah.
But I don't know when. He's coming back.
Yeah. He'll fight someone first though before he fights AJ.
You think so?
Yeah.
Why do you think that?
It's just the MO, innit? Test where he's at. See where he's at.
He hasn't been off for that long. He fought this.
Then again, I guess his return fight was Wilder last time.
But he did have warm-up fights in between that though.
Before Wilder?
Yeah, he had them Sefa.
Oh, and the Pianetta?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like he might come back for a little tune-up. Even if it's against the Chisora, it'll be a fake exhibition fight.
If I was him, I'd come back against Francis Ngannou.
That's too dangerous for him.
No, bro, you gotta get that lick back. You made an MMA fighter beat you, bro.
He's not gonna get licked back. He won.
No, but in the eyes of the masses, he lost. I thought he won.
Yeah,
but a lot of people
no. He won, innit? Like,
okay, if he was to come back, list the 5 fighters that you would want to see him come back in a comeback fight before AJ.
There's no.
Because I think AJ's a comeback fight. I think AJ's that far down the line that he's a comeback fight.
You think so?
I think AJ's a gatekeeper right now.
I don't even know if he can keep the gates, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, I really don't. Like, I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? AJ could get knocked out by bad breath right now, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
God.
I don't. Like, it's true. So, I'm not sure. Tune-up fight, like I say, Chisora could be one, because that would just be a friendly thing, a little fix.
Yeah.
I don't know who else there would be. You got you got to think name recognition in the UK. What British heavyweights are there?
Bro, if I was him, you might see him versus Huey Fury.
Oh
him versus cousin fight.
Do you mean like? But the names are either if they're big enough names, they're too dangerous. If they're small enough names, it's not going to sell. Who's going to sell? Do you know what I'm saying? Like Fraser Clark is not going to sell. None of the man are going to sell. Maybe White.
He already fought White.
Yeah.
Lawrence Okoli.
That's an ugly fight.
Maybe Gerald Miller. If Gerald Miller beats Fabio Wardley, maybe Gerald Miller.
But what I'm saying is if Gerald Miller beats Fabio Wardley, I think it makes that fight, you look too dangerous. I don't know if Fury takes that fight. I think Fury wants an easier fight.
How far down the level do you want him to go?
Bro, how far down do you think AJ is? It's a tune-up fight for AJ, so it's got to be someone that's below the level of AJ.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? You're not going to take a fight.
That's why I think he's going straight into the AJ
Maybe
fight.
Maybe you're right. As we look at the options, maybe you're right. He goes straight into the AJ fight. That's his MO, man.
Because if you think about it, will he fight as Zhang?
No.
Zhang just come off a loss though.
Yeah, but Zhang's too dangerous, bro. Zhang's too unpredictable. Joe Joyce?
Bruv.
Joe Joyce might make
that makes sense.
Joe Joyce might make sense.
Joe Joyce might actually make sense.
Yeah, and he's with Frank Warren.
That makes sense.
Joyce.
I can see Tyson Fury versus Joe Joyce.
That's the kind of fighter I'm talking about.
That I can see.
As a get ready fight for AJ.
Maybe even a David Adelaide. I don't
think the name's big enough. Maybe. David Adelaide's name's still not big enough. It's not big enough. I think Joe Joyce.
He might even resurrect David Hay, fam.
Yeah.
Bro,
basically, whoever it is going to be light skinned. So I'm saying, he's looking at some easy light skin food.
To fight another easy light skin food.
Bro, we know them light skin man have got mental health issues anyway, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? That man ain't built like
Joshua.
I was
going to say Joseph Parker.
That sounded Nigerian as well.
I was going to say Joseph Parker is a name, but I think that's probably too dangerous.
That's way too dangerous, yeah. Joseph Parker's in like world title contention.
Him and Fury are brethren.
Yeah, and he's looking to fight for world titles right now.
Facts.
Do you know what I mean? That's what it is. So yeah, I could see Joe Joyce, then AJ, or straight to an AJ. Do you know what I mean?
Are you excited to see him back? Or do you want to see him back?
If he fights AJ, I still want to see that fight. Do you know what I mean? Because
who do you think wins, AJ or Fury?
At this stage?
Yeah.
You gotta lean towards Fury.
How? How does he win the fight?
AJ, I'm not going to say AJ has stamina issues, but AJ is a big, muscly guy. He's not the fittest guy. Do you know what I mean? The best version of Tyson Fury pieces up the best version of AJ.
I don't know about that.
You don't think so?
I don't know about that.
I think the best version of Fury.
I don't know about that.
The best version of Fury beats the best version of AJ.
I think the AJ that fought
Klitschko.
I don't know if that's the best version of AJ.
What's the best AJ we've seen?
I think
AJ White?
Nah, he made a bit too much mistakes in that fight. I think anywhere between. I think AJ versus
Povetkin or something.
Ruiz rematch. He was good in that fight. AJ versus Pulev.
AJ versus Ruiz 2. AJ stood on the outside and boxed. If AJ tries to stand on the outside and box, if AJ goes, he went in there to not engage and win and do a shutout. He's not shutting out Fury.
The two things are either AJ versus Povetkin, or AJ versus
like a Takam or that sort of.
AJ versus Klitschko, or even AJ versus Pulev.
The thing is, I don't know. I agree with you that time period where he was shipping punches and got his nose broke up in fights, but he was doing some wars and he dropped and come back. That time is the most dangerous AJ, but he ain't got that in him. If AJ
but we're not asking who wins. Like, we're not asking who wins if they fight. You have to lean towards Fury, bro.
That's what I said.
But I'm saying
you said how.
You said
how. I said Fury said how.
You said best version of AJ versus the best version of Fury, and I said I don't think so. I think the best version of Fury. Who would you say that is? The one who fought Wilder in the second fight?
Yeah.
Probably. That would be a. I don't know.
Fury that pieced up Wilder 2 versus like AJ, the same AJ that was against Povetkin. It's a really good fight, but I just feel like Tyson Fury's got more to his game. There's more. He's got more tools.
Yeah, he does. He definitely
got way more tools.
He definitely does.
AJ cannot try to outbox Tyson Fury.
And mentally, he's stronger than AJ. But I've seen it.
Mentally stronger than AJ. I don't know, you know.
Well, maybe not, you know. You're right.
Because you know what it is, yeah? If you come back from being a crackhead, that's mental strength, innit? But you were mentally weak to be a crackhead in the first place. So it all evens out. I don't know. He's
the one with the mental health issues, so he might 100%. Be mentally weaker. He actually might be mentally weaker.
100%.
He's the one who had to rely on performance enhancing and other type of drugs.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? So you might be right.
Yeah, potentially. I don't know, but yeah, I think if he comes back, he pieced up AJ. This could be a bad fight for AJ, man. AJ's right now running scared.
Money in it. It's big money though.
But it's better be retirement money because he's gone after this.
He might win, bruv. He might actually win. You never know, bruv. He actually might. I don't think he's gonna win, but
the problem with AJ versus Fury is AJ will lose before the fight starts. He'll lose in the build-up.
Is it? How big of the fight is that?
Huge. It's still a big fight. We had this conversation a couple weeks ago. You said you weren't interested in seeing it.
But
you're too spoiled. You're too Hollywood.
But let me ask you a question.
I told you.
Okay, but
even when it comes to Ben Eubank, I told you domestic dust-ups.
If AJ's got no chance in the fight, yeah, then how the hell is it a good fight? If AJ's got no chance, it's a good
fight. You said how big a fight is it?
How is it a big fight?
It's a big fight.
If he's got no chance,
it's two big names, bro. It's a big fight.
Nobody thinks he's gonna win.
There's bare fights that have been Fury versus Chisora in the UK
was not big.
It was a reasonable size fight, bro. There's a reasonable size. Jerry Chisora's never been. It's a 2-time world champion. Fury versus Chisora was a decent sized fight, and we all knew that Fury was going to win.
Yeah.
So this is Fury versus a 2-time British world champion. It's the one this fight settles who's the best heavyweight in Britain in this era.
I don't think it does though.
It probably doesn't, but I'm saying from a narrative perspective, that's what they're going to sell. Obviously, it doesn't because we're looking at the two worst versions of these fighters. AJ's been spinning on his head tops, working in a dance after he got knocked out by Dubois. And Fury's been pieced up a couple times by Usyk. So they're neither of them are the same fighter, but this will definitively...
I do think Fury does need a tune-up. Because if he goes in a fight and looks real good in a fight, like real good and gets a stoppage, maybe more people would be, wanting to see that fight. I think both of them might actually need an easy knockover win.
To get their confidence back.
Yeah, I would say it.
If they can both go into this fight off the back of wins, that will make this fight way bigger.
Facts.
Even if it's
So I agree. I do think.
But we've seen AJ drop all the way down to Franklin and not be able to knock him out.
But here's what I do think. Here's what I definitely do think. But if AJ fought Jake Paul, it's big. AJ fought Jake Paul, yeah, and then went and fought Tyson Fury. And let's say Tyson Fury fought, I don't know, Francis Ngannou, for example. Yeah. Anyone, just a tune-up fight. They went and fought each other after that. That fight's massive. That fight is massive.
But this is what happened
I wouldn't want to see it. But
this is what happened last time though. AJ smacked up Ngannou and he put a whooping on Hellenius, and then he went into the Dubois fight, and then he got starched.
I think Fury's waiting which is a good segue. I think Fury's waiting to see what Usyk's gonna do.
Yeah.
Because I think if he
vacant belts.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah.
If Usyk goes and becomes undisputed again, I think Usyk might just retire straight away.
He should retire.
If he beats Dubois, which is a segue, if he beats Dubois, what else is there? 2 times undisputed at heavyweight, 3 times undisputed in your entire career. What else is there for you to do?
If he beats Dubois, possibly already, but definitely if he beats Dubois, he's probably in the top 10 boxers of all time. Definitely top 10 heavyweights of all time.
Definitely top 10
heavyweights.
Top 10 heavyweights of all time. Definitely best fighters of this generation.
Yeah, this generation.
The best fighter of this generation.
Yeah, post 2000 in the 21st century, he's one of the top 5.
He's in top 5, and of the last, let's say, 10 years, he's probably, in fact, the last 10 years, he's the best fighter in the sport.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but that does segue into the next.
But yeah, Dubois versus Usyk.
Apparently, is set for the summer. How do you feel about that within yourself, knowing that Dubois had a situation with
Joseph Parker.
Joseph Parker. Why can't I say his name today?
I feel torn, man. I feel torn because Joseph Parker, he deserves a shot. I feel if they fight and Joseph Parker's the immediate mandatory for the belts afterwards, whether that's dispersed belts or whatever the case may be, then I feel a little bit better about it.
Do you think Dubois deserves a rematch against Usyk?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. He deserves the rematch. You need to fight your mandatories along the way. And it's just how much it's the governing body's fault. Do you know what I'm saying? It's the governing bodies realistically because they're going to make a big piece of food off of a unification fight and an undisputed fight.
No, but it's the governing body's fault in the first place because they stripped Usyk right after the Fury fight.
Yeah.
You know, and they gave the mandatory fight between two guys Usyk had already beaten.
Yeah.
I don't get that. For me.
Yeah.
You made Usyk and AJ fight for a belt. Like, how can you say as a governing body that the guy who has our belt isn't the best fighter in the world? And we know that.
Yeah.
How can you say the world champion isn't the best fighter in the world for your goal? You got what I'm saying? It's kind of weird. Like the person who represents your belt isn't the best in the sport,
and everyone knows.
And everyone knows.
Yeah.
That's why I thought when they stripped Usyk,
but I guess the Dubois,
I
guess the Dubois thing. It was a controversial.
No, but they did at that time. AJ was the favorite when they stripped Usyk. AJ was the favorite.
But I'm saying the way it's panned out now is that Dubois could potentially look at getting a lick back.
True, that's probably why the IBF are so keen on the unification between who is it between Dubois and Usyk.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I still think I still got to lean towards Usyk. I'm not comfortable with Dubois with someone that is quite limited as a boxer being being rated so high. Like we're talking about Usyk being the best fighter of this generation, one of the top 10 heavyweights of all time. Like if he's in that conversation and he loses to Dubois, that puts a real big dent in that. We've got to put Dubois in maybe not top 10 heavyweights of all time, but we've got to start putting him in them types of conversations. And I'm not sure I'm comfortable doing that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Who do you think has a better chance of beating Usyk, Joseph Parker or Dubois?
Joseph Parker.
You think Joseph Parker has a better chance of beating Usyk? I don't agree with that.
Joseph Parker, I think, has more.
I don't agree with that.
I think Joseph Parker's got more to his game.
That might be true, but I don't agree with that. I genuinely.
You think you could, Usyk? I don't think Usyk's getting knocked out.
I think the closest we've seen Usyk to being vulnerable was against Dubois.
All the early rounds against Chisora.
True. And I don't think Joseph Parker can replicate either of those styles.
That's true, but I think Parker's just more versatile. Do you know what I'm saying? For me, quick feet, quick hands.
I actually think that, and this is why I want to see this fight, I actually think this version of Dubois, the one who's more so confident, who's just going to go out there, balls to the wall kind of thing, I feel like that version of Dubois causes Usyk big problems.
We'll see. See. I was going to say we'll see because Usyk will take Dubois' confidence away from him.
Eventually.
100%.
I mean, if it goes past 5 rounds, I can't. I've said this so much times about Dubois. Like, if it goes past 5 rounds.
You've got PTSD, though. You don't want to go against Dubois anymore because you've gone against him so many times.
No, I'm picking Usyk to win. I'm picking Usyk to win, but I don't think Usyk's going to win by a stoppage this time. And I actually think it might be a harder fight early.
Yeah. But Dubois knows he's not going to win on points.
Exactly.
So he's going to try.
But he knew he wasn't going to win on points in the first fight, and he was still quite tentative in the first few rounds.
It could go against him though if he goes and empties the tank in 4 rounds, trying to look to do damage on him and get his respect. Then Usyk could just piece him up. It could be scary hours with Dubois.
Trust me.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because like we said, the thing that he's the weakest is he's not the most intelligent fighter. Do you know what I'm saying? Which against AJ, a come forward fighter, is perfect. Do you know what I mean? You're going to stand there, try to punch each other in the face. He's going to knock him down. Done. But against a more high IQ fighter, that style, I don't know if it's going to translate. Obviously, the body shots are the big question. He landed the body shot, the low blow, etc., etc. We'll see if he can stand up to that. Do you know what I'm saying? And hopefully Usyk can get out of the way of Ajit Caballero and just not fight him. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
I actually would want to see that fight as well. I do and I don't because I do, but also I think Usyk's earned the right to retire at the top. Right. Do you know what I'm saying? And so we'll just we do this to our legends. We'll just keep doing it because then there'll be like, oh, well, what would he do against Satoma? How far do we go until eventually he loses and then it's like, oh, you weren't that good anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that always happens.
Yeah.
That always happens. I mean, That's true. That always happens. I mean, I don't really feel like... I do want to see Usyk fight Dubois. I definitely want to see that. But I don't really feel I don't think Usyk himself wants to go out and continue fighting because there isn't any more incentives.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
And he's beat the big name guys because we're talking about Caballero, we're talking about Wardley, we're talking about Atoma. Money wise and name wise, these men are not that sort of level. Do you know what I mean? They're not. They ain't got that name recognition of the AJs, the Furies. It's not as sexy to go and beat.
I feel like if Wilder was still Wilder and he was in Caballero's position, there would be more of a chance of him fighting Wilder than fighting.
Yeah, again, because it's name recognition and he's American.
But with
America's got no good heavyweights right now.
Facts.
It's the dark ages for American heavyweight boxing.
Yeah, but I think that's because of there's a bigger problem with that. Like boxing at heavyweight, and this is why there's so much not great, but top level British heavyweights, is because the focus is your size and your power and your physical dimensions can cover up your technical deficiencies.
Yeah.
In other weight classes, you can't. So that's why England, who historically hasn't been a very technical division, flourish in the heavyweight division now.
Yeah.
Because this is a division where it's a land of the giants.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the technical deficiencies don't get exposed that much. And when it does become of a fighter technique, you lose. Hence the reason why Usyk becomes the best. But because everyone's so technically insufficient, it's a completely different landscape. Because you look at pound for pound, you look at the likes of Crawford or Inoue or whoever, Bivol, Canelo, these guys technically are more superior than anything we've ever seen.
Yeah.
I remember there was times when people were talking...
And physically, though. Like, they have a great balance of technical attributes and physical attributes.
No, but when I mean physical, I mean at heavyweight.
Not just size,
size. I'm talking about size. Like, let's keep it real. If Tyson Fury was 6'3", he wouldn't be who he is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have the technique.
Can't lean on people in the same way. Can't get the elbows off in the same way.
Long reach.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All of that. So, but wrapping up the Dubois Usyk thing, I just genuinely feel like I want to see the fight because I do think the Usyk just needs to write that question mark. There's a massive question mark over his head. If he brushes Dubois,
where would that fight be? Where are they talking about it being? So that's a thing as well. If it's in Saudi, I don't know, man. The Saudi food didn't seem to agree with Daniel Dubois last time.
Bro, that's a good point.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because obviously the last time...
He fought in Saudi before, though.
Who?
Dubois.
Yeah, I know. But I'm saying, like...
Or twice against Saudi.
Their last fight was in Eastern Europe, right?
Yeah, it was in Poland.
It's in Poland. So that was like a home fight for Usyk. So it'll be interesting to see if that fight happens.
I think that fight would be in Saudi. Well, if they're saying it's going to be in the summer, so that means it can't be in Saudi.
So it must be in the UK then. That's a big advantage for Dubois.
But Dubois, not really. Usyk is a road runner, bro. This guy's been on the road.
Yeah, it's true.
I actually prefer the fight in
the UK.
In the UK.
Usyk has relatively good support in the UK as well, I guess.
True, but also you got to bear in mind, there's going to be a lot of people that don't want Dubois to win.
Like who? Why?
There's a lot of Fury fans and AJ fans. If Dubois does something that Fury and AJ couldn't do, they're now going to have to accept the reality that AJ nor Fury were the best in this era. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Specifically in the case of Fury fans who, you know, we gave Usyk the hardest fight. That's some form of accolade.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Some of them still argue with me that they think he won.
That's my point. So if Dubois went and won...
Especially convincingly.
You know what I'm saying?
Stoppage,
all of a sudden, and I guarantee you, if Dubois won, that's when Fury comes out of retirement. That's when Fury comes out of retirement. Probably Fury will end up fighting for like the next 20 years. If Usyk won and Usyk retired, he would then come out of retirement. But if Usyk won and said, you know what, I'm staying for another 5 fights, Fury ain't coming out of retirement.
No, that's facts. That is facts. This Saturday we are live.
Whoa, it's not Saturday. That's another reason why I was gonna call you. You know it's on Easter Sunday, bro.
Ben Shalom might be the worst promoter of all time, but this Easter Sunday we're live. Does that change things for you? You got family engagements? You waiting for Jesus to rise again?
On Sunday.
I'm just asking a question.
Wait, I'm actually working on Sunday, so it's evening, so I just come after work, innit?
Alright, so we're live on Sunday.
Yeah, we're live on Sunday.
Okay, this Sunday, Easter Sunday, we're live.
But why? Like, why, fam? Let's just talk about that to begin with.
Why are we live?
Why is this fight on Easter Sunday, bro? Why? What?
Where is it? Where's it happening?
I'm pretty sure it's happening in Birmingham. Check.
Okay.
But
I don't care enough to check.
what good promoter looks to sell tickets for a flipping 10-rounder on an Easter Sunday?
Even the 10-rounder things are madness. Like, is Ben Shalom Ben Shalom is showing his amateurish.
So you know the story then?
Yeah, with the contract.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like
that is by far the worst thing I've ever heard in boxing. In terms of just
incompetence.
Incompetence, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen a more incompetent moment from a boxing promoter.
This is why, not to go too off topic, on topic, but when we spoke about the Saudi guys coming in, Dana White trying to build fights and bro, there is something to be said for experience. There's something to be said for experience, bro. You see all these new chocolate shops, all these new bakeries, do you know what I'm saying? But it still don't slap like the 150-year-old chocolate shop or the 150-year-old bakery. There's something to be said for experience in putting on fights, experience in being a boxing promoter, experience in being in the business, where Ben Shalom is continually showing amateurish things. And for those of you that don't know, the first fight was a 12-rounder, correct?
The first fight was a 10-rounder.
The first fight was a 10-rounder. They said that they're going to do a rematch, and as it makes sense to do, they're going to do a rematch on the same terms as the first fight.
And this time it's a headliner.
But they send the contract over for 12 rounds.
And you know how they sent the contract over for 12 rounds?
Nah.
Bro, this is what I'm saying, bro. You're going to absolutely lose your head.
Go on.
Ben Shalom said this. This is the thing that I don't understand.
Okay.
He said this. He said, basically, recently me and Frank Warren have been negotiating a contract for another fight. So we use the same template contract. That's what my man said. He said we use the same template contract and someone forgot to put 10 rounds and they
I heard him say it's a clerical error. That's what I remember hearing him.
So here's the thing that I don't understand. Why would you sign something without reading it? Ben Shalom signed it as the promoter, and we provided this contract with 12 rounds on it. How amateurish can you get? Could you imagine if it had personal details on there, bro?
Yeah.
Like, if you forgot to put the rounds, you could have forgot to put a person's purse on there.
I was going to say, imagine if you put the wrong purse. Instead of 100 grand, someone put a 2, so it's 200 grand.
Or a mil. You put extra zero.
Yeah, you put extra zero. Then what? Then what are you going to do? We know from the bet that Eddie Hearn wanted with him, he ain't got a mil to spend.
Trust me, and we know Frank Warren was that, bro.
Frank will fight for that money.
Frank Warren said that we ain't going from 12 rounds to 10 rounds for free.
Yeah.
So if Frank Warren saw that it was $1 million, bro, there's nothing you could do.
Yeah.
There is nothing you could
100%.
do. I got a contract for $1 million.
100%.
So, yo, bro, this guy's a flipping idiot, bro.
And apparently the 12 round suits Liam Cameron better and the 10 round suits
let me tell you why,
Ben Whittaker better.
Let me tell you why that doesn't make a difference. Because for me, I don't give a crap. Ben Whittaker can't... I hope Ben Whittaker's listening to this. Winning on points ain't good enough. I'm sorry. You're supposed to be the next best thing. Winning on points ain't good enough, bro. I don't give a crap. You have to knock Liam Cameron out.
He ain't knocking him.
This guy had you quit in the ring inside you. I was there and I saw you jump over the top ropes like Jeff Hardy. You was not injured. We didn't see an x-ray. We didn't see a doctor's note. We didn't see you post nothing.
They ain't even got enough money in the camp to pay a doctor to fraudulently...
Facts.
Do you know what I'm saying? You know, like, if you got, like, if AJ wanted to fake an injury, there would be bare science behind the injury. They'd invent a new injury.
Trust me.
Do you know what I'm saying? But he's got millions to spend. But these man ain't even got the peas to spend on a bug doctor.
Trust me, you could have just went to the
Go to Dennis McCann's doctor.
Literally, fam. But
they're kind of perfect for each other, though. Ben Whittaker and Ben Shalom are perfect for each other. Do you know what I mean? The like style over substance boxer and the style over substance promoter. Do you know what I mean? Like, and they're
what style does Ben Shalom have though?
Just a Sky deal. He's got a deal with Sky. They're one of the biggest broadcasters in the UK. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, but other than that, everything they do is amateurish.
I want to genuinely ask, Do you think winning a points decision over Cameron's a good
I don't think it matters. He could knock him out in the first round. It's irrelevant. He's going to get starched the very next time he tries to step up in quality. This was his first step up in quality, and he was losing.
He failed.
And he failed. Do you know what I'm saying? So even if he were to come back and win, the next time he steps up in quality, he's going to fail again. This whole thing has brought loads of eyes to him, and what he can't do is take a backward step in terms of quality.
He's already... I'm glad you brought that up. If Ben Whittaker does win, what do you expect? Do you expect a better level of opposition or a worse? Because I don't think he's going to go up a level.
Then, bro, like I said before, Ben Whittaker's like 28. So if you're not going to go up a level, what are we doing? You man were grooming this guy saying he's going to be like world champion or something like that. So I'm saying, like, bro, Yard, Buatsi, Smith, Aziz all absolutely smashed this guy.
And they all fell short at world level.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I think Dan Aziz batters him. Bro,
it's mad. I don't know what he's gonna do. I don't know what, but I'm just saying the 12 rounds, 10
and it'll
rounds.
be interesting to see if he boxes that same Jinky Majinky drunken uncle style, or if that's been beaten out of him.
Yeah, he ain't doing that.
Yeah, because that was the thing that was capturing people's eyes.
Trust me.
Do you know what I'm saying? So if you come up against your first piece of adversity and that's gone, do you know what I'm saying?
That just shows the level of character.
That shows the level of character that was never able to translate in the first place. As we said on this very show.
You didn't have the confidence in that ability already.
Against Liam Cameron. What level was Liam Cameron?
That's what I'm saying. Like, Liam Cameron isn't going to take you to the promised land. That's what I'm saying, bro. You got to knock this dude out.
You look like food now.
The fact that you are saying you want a 10-rounder tells me that you think you want to win this fight on points. If you're saying you want a 10-rounder, that means you don't want to go 12. For me, if I know I'm going to knock you out, I don't give a crap what. We can make it 15 rounds. We can make it any rounds. I'm going to knock you out. I don't give a crap.
In June, he turns 28 years old. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not even like young. You could forgive a Toma doing something like this. Toma's 19, 20.
Fact.
This guy's 28 this year. Do you mean? When do we expect a light heavyweight to hit their peak? 30, 31? 30-ish?
30, 31?
Yeah. Do you mean? So you got 2 years when you're going to be coming into your peak.
Well, he could be coming off a loss.
Yeah.
He could actually lose. I genuinely feel like he's got a big chance of losing this week.
Yeah.
Because Liam Cameron knows he's got your number, bro.
Yeah.
He knows that you don't want to go to this. You don't want to go 12. You don't have the stamina nor the legs to go 12. Yeah. And you were adamant at that. You were adamant. You were willing to pay more money so he doesn't go 12. Do you know how mad that is, bro? You were willing to pay more money. Yeah. So
that means
British level fighter doesn't go 12
That
rounds.
means that you are just not anywhere near ready for world level.
You might not be ready for European level, bro.
Yeah.
You paid more money against a Liam Cameron, bro. Liam Cameron is not a great fighter, bro. Yeah. He's an average fighter. He's a C-level fighter at best. Yeah. And you paid more money not to go 12 rounds with him. Yeah, bro, it's not good.
Liam Cameron himself is 34.
But Liam Cameron was never touted to be.
But I'm saying for you to be the 27-year-old up and coming whippersnapper, you're going against someone you can't fight for 12 when Liam Cameron can, and he's 34 years old. He's 7 years older than you.
That's embarrassing.
That's embarrassing.
But that's what I'm telling you. If you're watching this Ben Whittaker, bro, a points decision ain't good enough. If you box this guy 10, even if you win 10 rounds to 0. I still don't think that's good enough.
It don't make a difference. At the end of the day, we know that Ben Whittaker's not going anywhere. Do you know what I'm saying? And it just is what it is. Do you know what I mean? He can't step up. If he does, he gets starched. He'd have to have a full personality transplant. We've seen that. We've seen that you have the ability to quit. Look what Daniel Dubois had to do to get rid of the name quitter on him. Do you know what I mean? He had to work so hard to get rid. He basically had to go and dethrone AJ.
Well, he fought Miller. He fought Hergovich. He fought AJ. Like, this guy had to go through the trenches to do that, bro. Yeah. And bro, but one thing with Dubois though, he instantly went back and tried to get his lick back. Yeah. You're showing more and more vulnerabilities. The fact that you're willing to pay more money to not go 12 means you don't even trust your heart even more.
Yeah.
If he went and said, you know what, Bunny, I don't give a crap. I don't give a crap how many rounds it is. I'm just going to brush you. If he said that, I'd show you. I'm like, you know what? Maybe he's still got a bit of confidence. That guy that was whining and dancing in the ring, that guy's dead.
Yeah,
that guy is dead.
No, he's gone. Yeah, I'm happy to see the back of him. Like, you know, like I say, for us, it's just a question of, we said that his style wouldn't translate. You know what I'm saying? He had that one really impressive win.
I don't think so. I don't know what win you're talking about, G.
Yeah, that one win, bro. The one that was going viral, bro.
That wasn't impressive. That wasn't impressive to me.
The style looked
you whining and dining and grinding and dirty whining in the ring is impressive to me, bro.
Bro, like I say, it's impressive in isolation. If you're not going to look at anything else, it's just like if you see a video of a man, I don't know, doing a free kick in the park and he scores the free kick, it's impressive, innit? Obviously, it's not the same as scoring it in a game or in a Champions League.
But I'm not gonna. Well, you said in isolation. I'm not gonna then translate that and create some
correct.
Future
that's what we said.
Destination.
Correct. That's what we said. And people were telling me, yo, what do you think about? Loads of people were sending me the videos on Instagram. What do you think about this guy? What do you think about this guy? I was like, bro, this is nothing. This is just, bro. Like, you're asking me. It's like if Arsenal had a youth player, Miles Lewis Skelly or whatever, and they were on loan in League Two, and they were dubsing it up in League Two, and people said, "What do you think of him?" I can't take that information is meaningless.
Right.
I can't take anything from it.
But you know why it wasn't even that? Because he wasn't even getting a stoppage. Man went the distance. So it's like you're doing step overs, you ain't even scoring a goal, fam.
Yeah. Man doing step overs and pass ball back to the goalkeeper.
Literally.
And then man are getting gassed over the step overs.
Come on, bro.
Yeah. It's got to be light skin bias, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Because man's just not showing showing nothing.
Yeah, I'm done.
Man's not showing nothing, bro.
This guy,
to be fair, like I get it, he's only, this is his 9th professional fight or 10th professional fight. It's early in his pro career, but the problem is, and again it comes back to boxer being so amateurish, it's the way they've promoted him. If they just said, listen, here's a guy, you know, who knows what level he can go to, but he's excited, he's got skill, he's got a bit of style, I don't mind that. But you man are touting this guy to be like, they were touting this guy to be the next big thing.
In the words of Sol Campbell, is it a colour thing? Is it a race thing? Because on a serious level, like, all I'm seeing is that people just push this light skin narrative, whether it's flipping Wardley, I rate Wardley, Atoma, whether it was AJ before, or Eubank, or Conor Benn, or Ben Whittaker, Anthony, I bear this light skin man just being pushed. I'm like, bro, if I was a white man, I'd think, what's going on here, fam? Like, what about me, kind of thing? Like, bro, is it a race thing? Is it a colour thing, fam?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know, like, people get roped into this. It's like I say, for me, it's more than a race thing. It's again, another failure on Boxer and Ben Shalom's part to know and understand how to promote.
Oh, my. I actually... Can we, before we change the topic,
go on.
Can we arguably say Ben Shalom is the worst person, not promoter, the worst person we've ever seen in terms of identifying talent? Yeah. And I've never seen anyone identify talent worse than Ben Shalom. Yeah. I've never seen it.
Yeah. If his deal with Sky ends, like, you could hire him to highlight people that you shouldn't sign. Like, that would be the best job for him. So I'm saying, like, because again, it's 10th fight. I want to be really, really fair to Ben Whittaker. Do you know what I'm saying? It's his 10th professional fight. He's learning. He's early in his game. Most people are fighting shit names in their 10th professional fight. We can go look at who AJ was fighting or Wilder or any of these guys. Wilder especially. But do you know what I mean? I get it. I totally get it. But at 10 fights in, we're not talking about this person being world level and all the rest of it. Especially not like in an era where we have a reasonably stacked 175 division.
Well, the level of world level is extremely high, as high as we've ever seen it. Bivol Beterbiev, like as high as we've ever seen it in the division. Yeah. So to put someone,
Bivol's a pound for pound great.
Literally, you can even Beterbiev's a pound for pound great. Do you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, it's similar with Atoma though. I feel like Atoma's gassed. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, but with Atoma,
we haven't seen him lose. So
but with Atoma, he's got Frank. So Frank's managing him the way you manage someone like Atoma. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So bro.
Yeah, like I say, if Ben Whittaker came out and just said he wants to entertain the crowd and blah blah blah, then you know I don't mind that, trying to show a bit of style, a bit of flair. He said, like, you know, when I interviewed Fraser Clark, I spoke to him about world level fights. He said, listen, world level, who knows, man? We'll see when we get there. Do you know what I'm saying? Let me just get through these fights and we'll see.
My man didn't even get to.
But that's what I'm saying. I feel like he kind of knew. he kind of knew, like, bro, I'm looking at AJ and that. I ain't really trying to fight AJ. And then man jumps out to British European level. We can make something happen.
Nice living.
Yeah, man. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. Like, you chat to a lot of these man, they don't want to, they don't want to gas it. Like, if you're gonna gas it, you got to produce.
Facts.
You got to produce. Like, who's man? Like Hamza Shiraz against Carlos Adamas and all this kind of stuff. Do you know what I'm saying?
But at least with Hamza, he fell short at world level.
Yeah.
You lost to Liam Cameron, fam. Do you know how embarrassing that is? You know how embarrassed that you're an embarrassment in the words of Ty.
Yes.
Embarrassment, fam.
Shout out Liam Cameron, man.
Bro, Liam Cameron's got the 2 gold teeth at the side of his mouth like a white Mike Tyson, fam. He's not even a great fighter either.
Man said White Tyson in that, blood.
Trust me.
I like White Tyson. Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, I'm just looking at Liam Cameron's record, man. He's not really fought out of Sheffield, bro. All his fights are in Sheffield. He ain't even fought in London. He ain't fought nowhere. Like, his first fight outside of the north of England was in Riyadh.
It's a freaking big jump, though.
It's a big jump, bro. His last fight, but before that, he lost at Bolton White's Hotel in Bolton.
Yeah, I've never.
He lost to Lyndon Arthur, to be fair. Lyndon Arthur's a credible 175er, but do you know what I'm saying? He lost to Lyndon Arthur. There's no shame.
But that's my point, though. Lyndon Arthur he fell at world level as well.
Yeah.
But my point is, he brushed Cameron. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You are supposed to be bigger than Lyndon Arthur. Do you know what I'm saying? You were Olympic silver medalist or whatever, Olympian, or whatever medal you won. Ben Whittaker.
Yeah. I'd like to see. The thing is, 175 now in the UK is quite exciting. Not for world level, but that level below that, there's a lot of fun. Do you mean I'd like to see Ben Whittaker in with Lyndon Arthur. I'd like to see him in with
Dan Aziz.
Dan Aziz. So I'm saying if he can come through those sort of fights, which we think at the moment he probably can't come through those sort of fights, but they're the kind of fights that we're expecting him to kind of move into in maybe his 15th fight or something like that. But it's disappointing. It's disappointing. It's bad promotion. It's bad management. It's bad on the part of the contract. It's bad. It looks bad on the broadcaster. It's just bad all round. Like everything about it is just bad. It just stinks. The whole thing stinks.
I wonder how much more Liam Cameron got for the to go from
probably nothing, bro. That money probably went to Frank, bro.
Probably.
You know what I'm saying? Frank. You know what I mean? You think Frank gave that money to Liam Cameron? Change those gold teeth to platinum? Nah, bro. Definitely not. Do you know what I'm saying? We said Arsenal going through Champions League semi-finalists.
They've gone through, fam. They've done. I want to know Arsenal versus PSG. That's my mind. Because how? Okay, let me ask you a question. If you were to, what's Arsenal's chance of winning the Champions League?
Statistically, we're favourites, you know.
I never asked that. I'm
processing information. I'm processing information. I'm processing information in my head. I think you've got to look at Barcelona, their experience, first favourites. I think PSG probably second.
Experience.
Barcelona.
Experience.
Just as a club.
Oh, I was gonna say
as a club.
They probably they got some World Cup winners in Champions League winners in their team.
As a club, like Yamal's just experience. Like Yamal's won the Euros. Lewandowski's won big things. Like, they've got some players there. But Barcelona have been there. They've done it. They've won it. You've got to make them favourites. PSG after that, they haven't won it, but they've been to finals. They've got Dembele, World Cup winner, and they're clicking. Their football, they're probably playing the best football right now. I'd say 25%, 25-30%.
Nah, bro, you're chatting shit.
Why?
You think Arsenal have a 25%? Yo, you have no belief in your team as a team.
I think that we got, if we go through. If we go through, it's not finished yet, but if we go through against Real Madrid, and we should do, we play PSG. And again, I think our first team against PSG's first team, I feel much more confident. Saka's still just coming back from injury. Both our strikers are out.
So exactly. So you're talking rubbish then.
Why?
How can you say you feel confident against PSG, but you got a 30% chance of winning the Champions League?
I said if our first team was there, Gabriel was injured. If we played our full first team, I would feel confident. We've already beat PSG earlier on in the season. Okay, so
now you just
now I think that we go I think we go into that game underdogs against PSG.
You think Arsenal are underdogs against PSG?
100%.
Bro,
are you watching?
Absolutely
No. See, you're chatting shit.
No.
You're chatting shit. Have you watched PSG play football?
It's not.
Have you watched PSG play football?
Let me tell you why.
Have you watched PSG play football?
Let me tell you why, bro.
Go on, tell me.
The level of shit talking that Arsenal were talking when they beat Real Madrid. I I thought that you lot were doing that because you lot thought, alright, cool, here's a clear path to the Champions League. You don't even think you... So you were doing all of that excitement and wailing and all of that for nothing.
If we get to a final, we win. That's what I believe.
No.
So listen, I'm explaining myself. Yeah, cool. Arsenal have the second best defence in Europe. Who has the best defence in Europe?
I assume PSG.
Inter Milan.
Okay.
They're still in the Champions League, right? Then Arsenal have a very, very good attack, but PSG and Barcelona's attacks are both better than ours right now. So we have a great team. We have a very great team. We have a good chance of winning it.
So why did you lot celebrate like you lot thought you lot already won it?
No, we didn't.
No, I'm talking about in the sense that the way you lot was speaking.
Who's you lot? Bro, you're chatting shit. You spend too much time on social media. In fact, when we sat here last week, you said the opposite. You said Arsenal fans are weirdly quiet and humble in their celebrations.
No,
so what are you talking about? No. Exactly. So what are you talking about?
Let me
what are you talking about? What's he talking? This guy's chatting shit.
Let me land my point. The way that the Real Madrid game was being built up, it was like, if you overcome this game, you lot are going to win the Champions League. This is the impression that I got. So when you actually got through to Real Madrid, I was expecting you lot to say, well, we got a 60-70% chance of winning the champs. I would expect, what I was really expecting Arsenal fans to say is, we're going to win. We're going to win the Champions League.
If we get to the Champions League final, I believe we win the final. But the reality is, PSG, if PSG in January bought Kvaratskhelia, in January we didn't buy no one. They are playing the best football with Dubois and Dembele and Kvaratskhelia. I'm just looking at the football, the free-flowing, clicking football. We're not quite there.
That goal Dubois scored against flipping Aston Villa was
rude.
Flipping banger.
Rude.
Bro.
Even Kvaratskheლიa's goal was a banger as well. So this is what I'm saying. These men play. If we've got a fully fit team and we've got Gabriel in the defence, whatever, I back us. But right, we're
you know why it's so mad? Because you said to me you'd rather play PSG than Aston Villa.
Psychologically, yes, because we've already played it. Like I said to you, I think you asked me what's our chance of winning the Champions League. I said 30%. What's our chance of beating PSG? I think it's a 50-50 game. That means we can win it. But it's a 50-50 game. If I was betting money.
So for me, I'm just saying this now, yeah. I'm just saying this now.
Of course we're not the favourites.
Life is so funny.
Inter Milan. Yeah, we're in the final against Man City in recent years.
Yeah.
PSG have been in the final against Bayern in recent years. Yeah. And Barcelona have won it in recent years. We haven't even been to a final since 2006. That was done 19 years ago.
My point is this, bro. It's a mad thing for Arsenal to beat Real Madrid and all of the great things that we saw against Real Madrid at the Emirates. For you lot to just lose to PSG.
Listen,
what would that be for?
We need to get through Real Madrid. We're not through yet. The job's not finished. Kobe, Mamba mentality. The job's not finished.
Bro, Real Madrid.
The job's not finished. The job is not finished. We're not
I'm
through
just
yet.
telling you, better hope you better hope the job's finished.
We're not through
you
yet.
better hope the job's finished.
We've got to be professional. We've got to be professional. The job's not finished yet.
Anyhow you lot lose, I swear to...
You mean not go through?
Yeah,
we can lose and go through.
I mean, anyhow you lot don't go through, I swear to God, you would never, don't.
Well, I won't do the show next week.
The next week, don't answer your phone. Don't answer your... Bro, I am going to cook Arsenal like curry chicken, fam. Like oxtail. Bro,
you don't even cook curry chicken or oxtail.
I do. Just because I don't eat it doesn't mean I don't cook it. But regardless, I'm going to cook Arsenal, bro. I am going to cook Arsenal. Arsenal will get cooked. Because how are you going to do all of that? I'm actually disappointed in you. I swear to God in my spirit, I'm disappointed in the Arsenal.
Because I'm rational. I'm rational. You spend too much time on social media.
I don't get it, fam.
You spend too much time on social media.
I don't get it. I genuinely don't get it. If Man United beat Real Madrid, the way you lot beat Real Madrid, I'm telling everyone we're winning the champs.
I don't want to hear about Man United. You're in the bottom half there. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about it. Let me tell you
the difference between me and a Man United fan and you as an Arsenal fan.
You can't even name 3 areas in Manchester. Name me 3 areas in Manchester. You know what we're talking about.
I support Manchester, the football team, not the area.
Yeah.
So what are you talking about?
See it there?
Right. So my point is this. We drew to Lyon. And I'm willing to put money down that we win the Europa League. And you can clip this. I think we win the Europa League.
You don't believe that?
I believe it. I believe it.
Where do we go? Where do we go? You better off with no goalkeeper.
I believe it.
I believe it.
I believe. You got. But this is the thing.
Andre Onana has got a black man being racist to it. That's how trash he is.
This is the thing. This is the thing between me and you. You don't believe in your team.
Bro.
How can your team be so sick and you still don't believe That's how Arsenal fans are shit, fam.
Bro,
you are the worst fans ever.
Sitting here.
You're a shit fan.
I've been to more games than you've been to your games, but I'm a better fan than you. But
Me
sitting here saying that we've got an 80% chance of winning doesn't make it more likely that we win. What are you talking about?
Saka, I hope you, whatever camera this, Saka, this is a fan of yours, yeah? So this is a fan. He's supposed to be representing you. And he thinks you have a 30% chance. So in theory, he's basically saying you probably ain't going to win.
That's true. That's not true.
30%, my G.
Do you understand how statistics work? If we get through Real Madrid, there's 4 teams. If you split it all up
and
equally,
then why are you saying 30%?
Because if we split it up equally, it's 25% each. So if I'm giving Arsenal 30% chance and the rest of them are all split, that's Arsenal being the favourites. They can be a 30% chance to still be the favourites.
Are Arsenal the favourites?
Yes.
You believe
statistically Arsenal the favourites? I told you.
I'm asking you. Do you believe after your monologue, like Marcus Garvey?
I think we're second favourites.
After your monologue saying PSG's done this, Inter's done this.
Second favourites.
After all of that,
we're second favourites.
Huh?
We're second favourites. After Barcelona, I think we're second favourites.
You think you're second favourites?
Yes.
In your opinion,
in my opinion,
do you think you lot are gonna win it?
Yes.
You think? Okay, cool. That's all you need to say.
That's what I was processing. I'm looking at when players are back. Gabriel's injured. I gotta think, bro.
That's all you need to say.
Yeah, bro.
That is all you need to say.
Bro.
You think you're gonna win it?
I think we can win it.
No, not can. And you said you're going to win it.
I think we will win it.
Cool. That's all you need to say, bro.
If we get through Madrid. If we get through Madrid.
Yeah.
If we get through Madrid, because the job's not done.
Yeah, that's
but if we get through Madrid, I think we win it.
Cool.
We beat PSG already this season in the Champions League.
This is what I want to hear. We
already beat PSG.
Keep it coming.
We already beat PSG,
and you're a better team than Barcelona as well. Barcelona might lose to Inter Milan. You know
that's true.
So you never know. You're a better team than Inter. You lost to Inter. You did lose to Inter.
We lost to Inter. That's true.
You did lose to Inter.
They're the only team that has a better defense than us, but I think that we're a more well-rounded team.
So I just wanted to hear this.
Yeah,
this is what you're supposed to be our fan, bro. Saka is watching this, or might be watching Arsenal fans and thinking, oh, these guys don't even give us a chance. But you have to say it, bro. Believe.
Man's there, bro.
Believe, bro. Because the truth is, yeah.
You might winning your own, but yeah.
The truth is, yeah. It would mean absolute nothing. That great performance that you had. And I'm saying it's great. It was great.
Yeah.
What you done at the Emirates was great. Rice's 2 free kicks, some of the best. The second free kick was one of the best free kicks I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
That would mean shit if you don't win it. What would it mean?
I don't think it would mean nothing.
What would it mean?
For the development of our club.
Shut up, bro.
You asked me a question. It means that when we go into certain there was a time when Liverpool had not won the Premier League, and even when Liverpool had a lead on the league, people were like, bro, you're not going to win it because you're Liverpool, you don't win the league. Do you know what I'm saying? You can overcome some of their mental obstacles. The next year when we're in the Champions League, we're not going to bug out against the Real Madrid. We're not going to panic.
But you didn't bug out this time.
That's the point I'm trying to make. That's what I'm saying. You said it would mean nothing. I'm saying even if we didn't win the Champions League, it wouldn't mean nothing. It wouldn't mean nothing. It wouldn't mean nothing. It's a step in the right direction, bro. It's development, bro.
For you, 1 step forward, 2 steps backwards.
Where's the 2 steps backwards, bro?
If you lose to PSG.
That's not 2 steps backwards, bro.
How's that not 2 steps backwards?
Bro, we went out to the quarterfinal both times last year. Now, if we make it to the semi-final, that's a step forwards. What are you talking about?
Your next 2 games, for you to lose to PSG, your next 2 games will have to be a loss or a negative result. So therefore, it's 2 steps backwards.
It's not 2 steps backwards. We'd be a step further in the tournament.
If you lose to PSG, you'll be out, bro.
Yeah, but we would have made it to a semi-final instead of a quarter-final, which we did the last 2 years.
What does that mean?
But it's a step forwards. We're talking about step forwards versus a step backwards. What are you talking about?
For me, it's a step backwards. In fact, it's a step sideways then. It's a step sideways.
It's literally not a step backwards.
It's a step sideways because you haven't won anything. These Arsenal fans are shit, bro.
It's not a step backwards.
I swear, Arsenal fans are so shit, bro. It's not a step backwards. Because you don't even believe in yourself. Don't even believe.
Have you seen where you are on the Premier League table? Have you seen where you are?
That's what makes it even worse.
Oh my
That's what makes it even worse. We are 14th and I can put my hand on my heart and say, I believe we are going to win Europa League.
You don't.
I do, blood.
No, you don't. Bro. We lost 14 games this season.
That's fair. But we're still in the
league alone.
We're still in the Europa League. And we've won as much in the Premier League as you have.
Are we doing a live for the Europa League then?
For what?
On Thursday?
I'm working still.
Some men ain't committed to this YouTube thing. Bro. Some men ain't committed.
Some men are stingy.
Some men ain't committed. Some men ain't committed to the YouTube.
Some men are stingy.
I'll watch you lot's game, but some men ain't committed. Man got to be committed. Like he believes
I'm gonna watch the game.
They're gonna win. Where you gonna watch it?
At my yard. I finished work at 7, bro. I might finish work at 7:30. So by the time I even get here, it'll be like flipping 8:30, bro. Like by that time, the game starts at 8 o'clock.
20-minute cab, mind you. 15-minute cab.
You gonna pay for the cab for me?
You gonna go halves?
Yo.
That's it, man. OnlyFacts Sports episode 5 wrapped up. Don't forget we're live Sunday evening. Sunday. Bank holiday Sunday evening.
Good Sunday, you know.
We do. You out on Sunday? I feel like you're gonna turn up licked. Like I've got a feeling you're gonna turn up.
I'm working. I told you I'm working. I'm gonna be licked. You're gonna get a drink at work, fam.
Yeah, you might drink at work. I don't know.
No, I don't.
That's European man drink.
I don't drink anymore.
Oh, you didn't drink no more?
No.
Fair enough.
To give it up, fam.
Fair enough. All right, cool. Yeah, we're gonna be live Bank holiday Sunday, so no excuses.
Ben Whittaker.
Yeah, Ben Whittaker, Ben Whittaker. They're just made for each other, man. Ben Shalom. They're made for each other. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think this would be the most support Liam Cameron's ever had for anything in his whole 34 years of existence. Do you know what I'm saying? He's never had this much support. Like, no one from Sheffield is as popular as this.
What do you mean?
Like, I've never met a popular person from Sheffield before.
Kelbrook?
Yeah, I take that back. Kelbrook's my guy.
Prince Nassim?
Prince from Sheffield?
Yeah.
Oh my days.
Johnny Nelson?
Nah, fuck Johnny Nelson.
Ian Williams?
Nah.
Dominic Ingle, Brendan Ingle.
No. But I'm saying they're not like this. Everybody wants Cameron to win. Everybody wants Cameron to win. I'll give you Kell Brook and Prince, but the rest of them, no, I ain't putting them up there. But bro, for Liam Cameron will never have had this type of support ever in his life. Everybody wants to see Ben Whittaker just put to sleep and have this whole thing just done out.
Probably, you're probably right about that still.
What's the undercard saying for that fight? Probably
I don't even know. Probably shit.
Probably shit, to be fair.
Yeah, we just gotta be live for it, innit? Unfortunately.
Yeah, we're gonna be live for that.
Really and truly, again, this is a disclaimer. Please join the live, because really and truly, I don't really want to watch the fight. I'm just watching it, but you guys in the comments,
you
don't even have to watch the fight. Just listen to the commentary, because it's gonna be way more entertaining.
Yeah,
like just on a big and serious level. Don't even tune into the fight, because he's got 2 not even British level fighters, bro.
Yeah,
he's dead, fam. You got one guy that jumped over the top ropes like a WWE fighter. You got next guy.
Man, I see no X-ray. Man, I see no leg in the calf.
And then you got the next man.
He got wheelchaired out of the room, you know.
Trust me, with a Halloween goatee. Yeah. With the 2 gold teeth, like he's going trick or treating, fam.
Man, look like the Yorkshire DT and that. The Sheffield DT, bro.
Yo, less than about my man, the better still.
Yeah, if you want to talk. Alright, man, listen, man, we're out. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you guys on Sunday. You know what it is, OnlyFacts Sports. Peace and love every time.
For the scene.